What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Right here in the shop, I've got the Volvo here, mask off, getting ready to prime the roof up here. Guess you can see that. Camera keeps readjusting. Anyway, where the black spots is at up there, I'm gonna carry you up here so you can take a look and see. Looks like this damage was caused by tree limbs, and I thought they originally thought that they sprayed spray paint on it, but it looks like they painted it with stuff out of a gallon. So I've been up here sanding, and you can see it's on both sides, on the sides where tree limbs have been hitting it, and you can follow these scrape marks up right here and see where it damaged this wing. I'm not going to paint this wing right now. I've got to fix this, but I want to go ahead and get some primer on this and let it be drying, and then I can come back tomorrow or whenever I get a chance and sand it down and everything. So that's what I'm doing now. I got some primer mixed up, fixing to spray this and let it dry, and then we'll sand it some more and get ready to touch the top up. I'm going to come down probably to this line right here. It's probably where I'm going to stop at on my paint line. Other side, I got to come down a little further because it's damaged down above the door on the right side where the limbs have been hitting it. But anyway, that's what I'm doing, so let me get started. Alright, got some primer on there. I sprayed it on there thick. Even got some runs down toward that way, but that's alright. I got to sand this all out anyway, and I wanted to get it on there thick enough so when I want to sand it, that hopefully I won't sand through the primer, because you can see where the limbs have knocked this all the way down to the fiberglass pretty much. Trying to fill this in is what I'm trying to do. That way when I come back across with the sander, that it levels it out. And I may have to put a second coat of primer on it, which is fine if I do. It just, I'm gonna let this dry, call it a night, and mess with it tomorrow or another day when I get more time and I feel like messing with it. All right, bring you guys on up to speed here. This is after sanding the first coat of primer, and it leveled out a lot of this right here, as you can see. You can see kind of where the deep marks were where the limbs are hitting. Anyway, I've got it sanded down. I'm gonna wipe it down, wipe the dust off of it. and spray another coat over the top of it, let that dry, go back sand that with some finer. I sanded this with like 120 because I wanted to knock down. I sprayed it on so thick I had some runs and sags trying to cover everything. And so I'm gonna go back and sand the next with like some 220 or something, and it should level it on out and hopefully be ready for paint at that point. Alright, this is the second coating on the primer. I've got it all sanded down, sanded it with 220 with the DA, then came back with a purple Scotch-Brite and finished it up a little bit. I don't know how they do this at the body shop, but it's hard to get up here like this. Finish wiping it down a little bit, and then I'm going to spray some base coat on it. Alright guys, I've done with this side pretty much. I can't really get to the other side. The other side was damaged on down to this piece above the door right here, and I can't get this 12-foot ladder over there. I got too much junk on the other side that I need to get this 12-foot ladder turned around the other way beside the truck, and I'm gonna have to blend it on this bottom down here and then clear all the way around that window and everything, the whole upper section on the other side. So I haven't got that done yet, and like I said, I can't really get to it. So I'm gonna have to turn the truck around. Before I do that, I think I'm gonna put the hood on it and finish this, or do these fiberglass wings on this side. You can see up here at the top, right there, I haven't fixed the wings yet. So I'm gonna do that and then turn the truck around to do the other side. I have more light over here and more room over here on this side to work. So that's what I'm doing. I just stopped my line right there at the top of that ridge and come down, and it's blended half decent. I mean, it's 13 foot in the air, 12, 13 foot in the air, so you can't really tell a whole lot about it anyway, but it's definitely better than it was. In the meantime, I'm gonna do that. I've not really found a good way of doing this without destroying the hood yet. This is the best I've come up with. I put the old grill in here so that it's already messed up anyway, and it doesn't matter if it gets damaged. As you can see, it's peeling, and I just kind of got it strapped like this for the time being. I've got to be able to tilt this thing and get it lined up. It's the only way I know how to do it, doing it by myself. Alright guys, I've got it back on there. That was interesting, but anyway, I got it on there nonetheless. Bring it around here, show you the side that was broken. This is the side that was broken. You can see the repair I made. And got it bolted up. I had to put a longer bolt in the bottom down here. I figured I would because this mount was recessed down. I had to put so much glass on top of it. But it's going to work out. I've got to adjust the hood mounts a little bit to get them where they'll latch. But other than that, I think it's going to work. Now, as I say, the hood's not all the way down because I got to adjust those latches so that the hood will latch there. Alright guys, I haven't picked the camera up in a few days, but this is the other side. Got the truck turned around, got this side painted and everything. I had to repaint the fairings on the back, and I repainted that top of the sleeper up there, the top where the line's out across right there. You can see it's not perfect paint job by no means, but it'll work. It's good enough. Tried my hand at polishing on these wheels, and these wheels are just about beyond help. They're so pitted from all the salt. You can obviously see from the frame of the truck how much salt it's been in, and the wheels are just pitted. And I've polished and polished and polished, and that's about as good as you're going to get. I'm going to polish on the other side a little bit. Another day I may do a little filming of that process, but I tried to sand this down and polish it, and it's difficult to salvage a wheel that's that bad. I mean, I've got several hours in these, and I'm tired of messing with it. I'm probably going to, if the truck turns out to be a good truck and everything, when I get some new tires and stuff, I may pick up some new wheels, pick up 4 outer aluminums. I think the fronts, I have another set of wheels that I think I'll polish up for the front. That'll probably be okay. I'll show you the other side around here, because the truck was the opposite direction before. This is the side you were looking at beforehand, and I got these wings back here on the fairings fixed up. Remember, this one had a crack in it down here. I fixed all that, and got this where it's secure now. I have not, there's a bar that goes across right up here at the top I've got to get, like on the other side. It goes right here. I got to fix that, but other than that, it's pretty good. Got the other side fixed as well. Let's see. I've got these little pieces here back in the hood now. It wasn't on there in the last clip. And I'm working on the marker lights here right now. As you see, I had to order some new lights. I've replaced, I think, all of these 4 here, and then that one there, the wire was cutting to on, and I've got to pull this panel off. I've got the other side off over here, and what I found is, this is another common problem on the Volvos, is these fairings here are held on with clips that clip around this rail right here that hold the fairing kind of in place. And as you can see, all of these are broke off. This is a new one I just put on here. It's got an upper and a bottom, and it's a weird deal. It's a 2 series style clip here. Pull the top one off. So this is the one that's broke, and then this one here is a second clip. I don't know why they built this like this. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but anyways, them are fine, but these here are all broke, so I ordered some more of them. And then you have these little tabs down here that this goes up in a little groove on the bottom down here and then pulls up. It's kind of the idea against this into those slots, and these clips hold the upper into place, and then you just have a couple bolts on each end. It's kind of the idea behind it. But anyway, so these clips break off, and then the fairing drops down, and then it comes loose and flops and messes the fairing up, and then people start putting bolts in them, which is exactly what happened. So anyway, that's what I'm going about now, is putting these here on so that I can get this back up and mounted. One of them I'm going to have to drill a hole in because the light goes through the clip right here, so I'm going to have to drill a hole in one of the new ones. And I've just replaced these lights here too that were out. So let me get these on there. We'll get this stuck back up there. All right, I've got the lights on this side, and I got the panel secured back up here. And I did not have to drill that one out. There was a little slot in the middle of it that I was able to use and put the wire through. It's that little slot right there that with a tab, there was enough room to wire went through. The way that wire is routed through there is not the best in the world anyway, and that's why it was cut. The light on this side had one cut, and the other one on the other side had a wire cut right there where that's been loose, but that may have happened after the clips broke and the panel dropped down and it's sitting there flopping. Is probably what caused it to get cut. But either way, it's up there now. Hopefully that'll stay secure. The track on the bottom that fits in is not in the best shape because that panel's been sitting there flopping on it. Maybe it'll be okay. If not, I will put some bolts back where they had some bolts here, and they had one on the other end. There's a bolt on this right up under here that holds the top, and then on the other end up here you have 2 bolts, one here and then one on the top that secure it right there, and then there's 4 clips in the middle. My other truck had bolts that go in here behind this panel. It just had the plastic snap-in trim, and you had bolts that went through here into that rail. But anyway, I want to show this price on here, what those stupid little clips cost. We called them a retainer, and I ordered too many of them. I didn't know how many there was, but that's what I paid with the freight and everything. $180 for those stupid plastic things. For a little box of them. I ordered 12 and it doesn't take but 8, and the reason is I was lazy and I didn't think to count them. I knew I needed them, but I didn't think to count them, and I went in the house for the night, and I got on the internet and found what I was looking for and decided to order them before I forgot about it. And I didn't want to come back out and count how many there were, so I guess maybe there were 12 of them. There was only 8, so I bought too many. Oh well, I got some extra ones because I'm sure they'll break again. Alright guys, I figured I'd go ahead and throw this in this video too. I've got no parking lights when you turn your running lights on the front. but they work, the bulbs work whenever you press your parking brakes in. They're supposed to work also whenever you turn your lights to the marker light position. But what I found is this pin and this connection here, I cleaned the terminals, put dielectric grease in there, but what I found is this pin right here looks like it's making a bad connection on the wire. You can see how corroded it is right there, so I'm gonna have to clean this up and put some dielectric grease on it and see if that fixes the problem, because I can wiggle this wire right here in the marker lights right here will come on, go on and off, so I know it's something to do with that right there. So I'm gonna work on that and see if I can get that going. I just thought I would throw that in this video while I was in the process of doing so. There's a whole lot of small problems when you buy a used truck that you're going to run into, stuff like this, that it just takes time to try to go over it and research it and figure out what's going on and go from there. I guess I'll go ahead and wrap this video up because I don't know where I'm at on it. We got several clips to put together. Don't know how long it's going to be or whatever, but we got the top of the cab painted. That's what we're working on this video. Threw in the fairing deal and the clips and everything, getting that, working on the lights, getting all them going. I've got all of them going except for one on the other side that's just a wire. I got to put a new light in and hook it up, but no point in doing that till I pull that side fairing off over there and put the clips in it, because some of those are broke as well. In fact, all of them may be broke. All of them was broke in this one, so replacing all of those. And I'm probably going to do that, turn the truck back around. I got more room over here to work and can see better. The lighting's better on this side. But so I'll get that done, and then we'll do something else in the next video. I don't know what yet. I've got all kind of parts and stuff over here and all that good stuff, so we'll just have to see what we're doing next. Anyway, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys in the next video.